Alright, let's dive into this because it's a move that's got a lot of people talking, and for good reason. So, Trump just announced that Will Scharf is his new White House counsel. Now, on the surface, this might seem like just another staffing change, but personally, I think there's a lot more going on here. Scharf isn't just some random pick. He's been in Trump's orbit for a while, and his appointment feels strategic, especially given the timing. What makes this really interesting is that this shakeup comes just months before the midterm elections, where Democrats are already sharpening their investigative knives. So, is this a defensive move, a preemptive strike, or just business as usual? Let's break it down. First off, Scharf isn't new to the Trump world. He's been a key player in several high-stakes moments, including representing Trump in the Supreme Court case over election interference. That case, by the way, ended with the court ruling that presidents have sweeping immunity from criminal prosecution for official acts, a decision that still has legal scholars debating. But here's the thing. Scharf's role in that case wasn't just about legal expertise. It was about loyalty. And in Trump's world, loyalty is currency. So, when Trump says Scharf is tough, strong, and smart, I think what he's really saying is, this guy's got my back. And in a political climate as volatile as this one, having someone you trust in the White House counsel role is huge. Now, let's talk about the White House counsel's job itself. It's not just about giving legal advice. It's about being the president's shield and sword. This office handles everything from pardons to judicial appointments, and it's the first line of defense against congressional investigations and lawsuits. Given that Democrats are vowing to dig into Trump's administration if they take Congress, having Scharf in this role feels like Trump is battening down the hatches. But here's where it gets even more intriguing. Scharf has a history of getting things done for Trump, like securing approval for that $400 million ballroom project. Yes, the same project that's now tied up in court battles. So, is Scharf being rewarded for past successes? Or is he being positioned to fight new battles? One thing that immediately stands out is the pattern here. Scharf is just the latest in a line of Trump's lawyers who've been elevated to key roles in his administration. Todd Blanche, who defended Trump in the hush money trial, is now Attorney General. It's almost like Trump is building a legal fortress around himself, staffing his administration with people who've already proven their loyalty under fire. But what many people don't realize is that this isn't just about legal defense. It's about shaping the narrative. By putting his trusted lawyers in these roles, Trump is ensuring that his version of events gets prioritized, both legally and politically. If you take a step back and think about it, this appointment raises a deeper question. What does it mean for the separation of powers? The White House counsel is supposed to advise on legal and policy matters, but when that person is so deeply tied to the president's personal legal battles, where's the line? Personally, I think this blurs the boundaries in a way that could set a precedent for future administrations. It's not just about Trump. It's about the long-term implications for how the presidency operates. A detail I find fascinating is Scharf's role as staff secretary. This isn't just a bureaucratic position, it's a front-row seat to the president's decision-making process. Scharf has literally been at Trump's side, narrating executive orders and managing the paperwork that crosses his desk. That kind of access gives him a unique perspective, and now he's bringing that perspective to the counsel's office. What this really suggests is that Trump wants someone who not only understands the law but also understands him. And in a political landscape as polarized as this one, that kind of alignment could be a game-changer. So, where does this leave us? In my opinion, Scharf's appointment is more than just a staffing change. It's a strategic move in a high-stakes game. It's about loyalty, legal defense, and narrative control all rolled into one. But here's the bigger question. Is this a sign of strength, or is it a sign of vulnerability? Trump's framing it as a win, but with the midterms looming and investigations on the horizon, it's hard not to see this as a defensive play. What do you think? Is Scharf the right person for the job, or is this just another example of Trump prioritizing loyalty over expertise? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to hear your take.